Happy New Year from Bammsters. Let's get wasted.
And we're back yet again, and this time with a New Year special.
Yay.
Yippee!
Lots of
Okay,
cheering going
I
on
missed
there.
that one. Do you want to go again?
And as you can hear, we have everybody here, or at least most of the team here. There's myself, Ms. Christian, or you can call me G. And with me is this big can of spam known as Bam.
How's it going, guys? Yes, Spam Havoc here, the Baconator. Yes, and joining us today is Grit Breather. Grit, say hi.
Hello, this is Grid again. Orange Head, jumps around, dies in Destiny a while ago. I'm with Eben here, who you might know. You've seen him in Terminator. You've seen him flying a chopper. Here you go, Eben.
Guten Abend. Yes, this is me, the German guy.
Quite right. We have Eben, who is generally doing all our little interstitials and all our little ad pieces. And I think, first off, Bam, Grit, Eben, did you make any New Year's resolutions?
Yes.
No,
Well, I'd like to stop eating so much.
I guess dieting is always a classical one. Bam, Eben, that was rather short.
I don't think there's any point to it, because I will not do it anyway.
Okay, I kind of agree with that one. I didn't bother making one either, but people seem to enjoy them, so hey.
People are also stupid.
Good God, got a bunch of dieters here. How can you go on a diet after New Year's? Jeez, eat more bacon and beer. Yes. My New Year's resolution is play better games, because the games I've bought and played this year are pretty bad. So I'm going to have to do some more research into the various games I'm going to buy. So that's my New Year's resolution. Do more research and finally figure out what I'm actually talking about, because normally I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's why I don't bother.
Allow me to ask you guys, looking back at 2015, what were the highlights? Any awesome movies or games you played? I guess Bam, not so much because he failed to actually find any fun games. Any TV series or anything else that was the highlight of last year?
Let me just start by saying Dust 514. No, I'm kidding. Anybody else?
Well, I played Destiny until it got boring. Then I played Warframe, then it got boring. Now I'm playing Elder Scrolls until it gets boring.
You're also not playing Witcher 3, Fallout 4.
Yeah, no, I'm very good at not playing stuff.
Well, games for me in 2015, as you guys probably know, I played Destiny, I played Battlefield 4. I got rather annoyed with the way Battlefield 4 did their thing, so yeah, I didn't really appreciate that. Or the Destiny meltdown with people being fired and losing their jobs and whatever have you. I wasn't best keen on that, and you can see the fallout on the actual game of Destiny. There's a lot less in the game than what was advertised originally. But that's all negative nonsense. The games I really enjoyed last year, believe it or not, were the free-to-play games. War Thunder, really enjoyed that. I liked Warframe, I'm still playing it. I'm actually getting back into it. Movies from last year, I liked Guardians of the Galaxy. That was a bloody good film. Some errors here and there, but still a good film. I also liked Days of Future Past, that X-Men film. Bloody good film as well. And I also liked that film called Interstellar. That was also a good film. I enjoyed that. So those are the films I enjoyed from 2015. Yeah. And games as well I enjoyed playing. 2016, I'm not too sure what to expect, really. I'm looking into a game called The Division from Tom Clancy. I know they just recently launched a game called Siege. So, yeah, I'm going to have to wait and see. I'm thinking about buying Fallout 4. I'm not too keen on it. I like my Elder Scrolls, and Skyrim prefer that sort of genre of game. But, try new things, experience new bits and pieces, and see what happens.
I would say on the gaming side, the thing that really stands out in 2015, for me at least, was Rocket League. Perfect game, perfect entertainment, something you just pick up and you don't have to spend, 100 hours playing it. You can just play it for half an hour and have a giggle. Movie-wise, Interstellar, really? I know a lot of people liked it, but that thing, the highlight of Interstellar was to just complain about it.
Emotionally good, I liked it.
Well, that's your opinion and you're allowed that. I think movies-wise, yeah, Guardian of the Galaxy, but looking around here, I think everybody can agree with that.
Yes, I agree.
Even the German agrees. And TV-wise, well, there were, Jessica Jones, and just in the last moment, The Expanse, that really showed us what can be done sci-fi-wise and story-wise. Good times all around with those couple of good movies, and a couple of good games, couple of good TV shows.
Well, I am looking forward to The Expanse, but we have to wait till January 5th for the next episode. So don't know how that plays out, but I really like the books.
If we're looking forward to 2016, I guess I'm looking forward to probably the second season of Sense8, the second season of Jessica Jones, maybe. I know there's supposed to be another series or two coming out of the whole Avengers universe. Don't know where they'll be, Netflix, anywhere else, but there's supposed to be a few coming out and eventually joining up into the main arc. That could be interesting. Gaming-wise, I haven't really found anything specific I'm waiting for, because everything's fairly garbage or non-related to anything or not connected to anything, or just too short-term to actually get my attention. I only really like things that last for ages and you can sink your teeth into for months and months at a time. But in general, I'm looking forward to VR, and not really VR in the sense most people are looking forward to. I'm not waiting for the cool VR games. No, I'm waiting for the arguments and the fights and the failed studios and the failed games, and I'm waiting for everybody to realize what needs to actually be done. And I'm waiting for the first news articles about porn using VR. I'm waiting for consoles to take their place, because VR will eventually want you to stand up, and PC master race just are too glued to their chairs.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to those VR keyboards and VR mice that PC Master Racers need to use. And I think you're right. Seeing the first stories about people throwing up while playing VR games, that's going to be entertaining.
Yeah, definitely. I just want to see all the failed studios and failed games of the first generation when people realise this is not how it's meant to be done.
Gonna correct a pair of you silly people over there right now. Okay, all I'm gonna say is Valkyrie. Yeah? E-Valkyrie. Done. That's all I'm gonna say about this matter. Done.
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with you there.
If there's no Space Hamster in Eve Valkyrie, I don't care. And it's not relevant.
Ah, I see what you did there. I like it.
From what I heard, it's not tied into the actual EVE servers and stuff like that, so it's mainly a lobby shooter. That's why it's boring.
It's a fun game to play. Everything I've seen so far and everything I've spoken to people about and experienced points to it being really fun. But with everything I've seen so far, I also can get behind what Evan's saying. It seems a bit disconnected, and it's not one of those long-term games I can sink my teeth into.
I agree. It needs to connect to the EVE universe and the EVE marketplace. I totally agree there. But stop being so goddamn negative. Yeah? Embrace
Never.
the future of 2016, because it's going to come out very soon, and you know that. So it's going to be awesome.
Guys, if you allow me, I think for Eben, I know just the VR games. Since he's German, and that's what they say over there, Ordnung muss sein. There's the job simulator in VR where you simulate working. I think that would be the main seller in VR in Germany.
Can I do it from home, or do I have to commute to VR work?
You can ask them. They might be able to put in something where you first have to VR drive on the Autobahn for 2 hours.
Well, I guess then this will be my kind of game.
Well, I'm kind of glad none of you guys mentioned Star Wars The Force Awakens from Highlights 2015. Kind of glad none of you mentioned that, because that film sucked.
No, I just didn't mention it because I don't want you to get cranky again.
Cranky? What do you mean me get cranky? You get cranky. It was terrible.
No spoilers for anybody who may have not yet watched it.
Tough shit, it's out. You should have watched it already. Eben, tell me why
It's
you
a
didn't like it.
nice-
Well, you liked it.
It's a nice film. It's reminiscent and whatever of the old movies. I just wanted to see something that is not prequel shit. Movie did that. I like movie.
Okay, so you liked the movie because it was something different. Okay,
No,
not
he liked
because
it
it
because
had
it was
followed
the
the
same.
Star Wars story poorly.
It was not done bad. I know it rehashed most of the stuff of the original trilogy, but my expectations mainly were don't be bad. It wasn't bad, so I'm fine with it.
You have such low expectations these days.
Of course, I'm from Germany. I didn't notice much lens flare, to be honest.
I am disappointed nobody said that Highlight 2016 will be making another 51, 52 episodes of this podcast.
You think it's going to last that
Okay.
long?
This is an advert for bacon. Go eat some, do it now. How did you get the impression that there will be games or movies in 2016?
Oh, I know there'll be good movies. Look at what was it we talked about last time? 7 upcoming Marvel movies, at least 2 of them tying into the Infinity Stone arc, which is going to be very impressive seeing them wrap that one up. And a few of them being the standalones like Deadpool. Yeah, I'm thinking movie-wise, we're set. TV show-wise, there's, again, the Marvel stuff is looking pretty good. As I mentioned, The Expanse, and there's a few other ones coming up that look like they're going to be awesome. So I think TV show-wise, if nothing else, it'll be Game of Thrones. I'm perfectly happy with just watching that. Game-wise, you already mentioned there'll be a lot of VR. And I've seen a few things coming up from, for example, the changes that are coming to SAL, as people know I play, and a few other games. And it looks like it'll be fun enough. We'll be hearing more about Mass Effect 4, Mass Effect Andromeda, so I was reaching for that name. And while it seems like it'll be a 2017 title, just getting more information about it and seeing what BioWare is actually doing, that's going to be interesting.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, G. I'm looking forward to Battlefield 5. That's due to come out end of this year. I mean, I've been playing Battlefield 4 now for 2 years. I mean, I love the game Battlefield 4. I love to hate it and hate to love it, sort of thing. You know, that sort of relationship with it. I found my little niche in the game that keeps me going. Happy days.
Yay! Another call of Battlefield 78. Woohoo!
As much as I hate to admit it, but I think Grid Breather is right in his opinion that most games are not that, I wouldn't say entertaining, but they can't keep me playing for long. It's like I enjoyed Fallout 4, but then I fell back into the Elder Scrolls Online trap and I haven't touched the game for, a month. Same for The Witcher. Those are all nice games. You mentioned Mass Effect 4, but I can't see myself playing them for more than 2 weeks. And then most of the time I think, was it really worth spending $60 on it? And
as long as you put in your 100 hours in those 2 weeks, then you're golden.
Yeah, but I usually don't,
Yeah, I think I'm also with Grid Breeder on that one, though, with the Battlefield. Bam, you said you're looking forward to Battlefield 5. As far as I know, you played Battlefield 4 and then Battlefield 5.1, Cops and Robbers. And then the Star Wars Battlefield would be Battlefield 5.2. So it must be, Battlefield 5.3 that's coming out sometime this year.
Well, let's hope not, hey? Let's just hope DICE decides to stop whoring out their engine and their skins and their specialized paint jobs and concentrate on Battlefield 5 with a new engine. Let's hope they actually do that. Yeah, I've got a funny feeling they won't, and they'll just rehash the same engine with the same bits and pieces, and but that's me being ultra negative, and I want to be quite happy for this new year because quite a lot's going to happen, as you said, with the new movies, films and pieces and bits and whatever's coming out, so I can't wait for that. Can't wait. It's going to be a rather interesting year. This year's going to change a lot of people's views on things, I reckon, with video games or whatever have you. Yeah.
Soviet Europe podcast, listen to you. Leave comment.
Here's a question for you guys. I'm going to post to you. What do you guys think about the PS4 dominating the Xbox One?
Called it.
Titanfall.
Ooh, Titanfall, yeah. How many people still play that?
I don't know.
Honestly,
2?
I have considered getting an Xbox One just to play stupid Elite Dangerous. I want to play that game.
It'll come to PlayStation. It'll have VR. Just be patient. Go play Elder Scrolls.
I don't want to be patient.
It's going to come to the PS4 when the VR comes to the PS4, I reckon. VR's coming to PS4 in the first quarter of this year, I believe, or the first half or something like that.
First half.
So
First
July,
half, there we go.
July then.
But no, Elite Dangerous probably won't be on the PS4 until at least the end of 2016 because they still have an exclusive deal with Xbox.
Oh yeah, normally it's the exclusive deals are normally 1 year, yes?
Yeah.
That's not too bad then. I'll wait a year for Elite Dangerous. You see, this is where I want to start getting into grips with a game called No Man's Sky, because you can do all this, and it's coming to the PS4.
You have to play it alone.
No Man's Sky is... The more I learn about it, the bigger of a disappointment it's becoming. You have no actual abilities to interact with anybody else. So you're basically playing solo in an online game, all changes you make, like say you dig a hole in a planet, are only saved locally on your PlayStation. So you can't even show somebody else if you happen to run into them at complete random chance. You can't even show them the hole you made, because they won't see it.
It's only going to be one spacey game that matters, and that's Kerbal Space Program. The rest are just pretenders.
KSP, man, KSP.
Let me jump in there and just say Space Engineers will be much better than KSP.
You've got to sell Space Engineers to me, dude, because all I can see with Space Engineers is that it's basically a different version of Minecraft.
It's different to Minecraft, but it has a lot in common, yes. Unlike Minecraft, though, where you can only really build static things and bases, Space Engineers is all about moving stuff.
You've got to sell the game to me, dude, because every single time I watch gameplay and try and find out about the game and whatever have you, it does just look like Minecraft. I mean, the Medieval Engineers looks kind of cool, but again, ultimately, it's Minecraft.
I think Bam could like the battle bot arena stuff people setting up for Space Engineers.
Did you say battle bot? So I create a bot and it goes to battle and kills things, yes?
Yeah, there are people building arenas and bots, and then they have them go at each other.
Yeah, you can do anything you want in Space Engineers, Bam. It's basically a massive sandbox which is governed by laws of physics that somewhat add up to real-life laws of physics. There are some differences and gaps, some things that will still come, but basically you want to set up, a space shooter in space. You just build your ships and go fight. You want to set up, death buggy racing on a planet. You just build it and do it.
Oh yeah, they've got planets now and Space Engineers now, don't they? Yes.
Yes, really nice planets.
Bam, if the notion of bots in arenas and duking it out sounds interesting to you, look up the game Rigs. It's coming to PlayStation. It's going to be VR. I know you want to do VR. Controlling big bots, running around, shooting each other, and playing something that doesn't quite resemble football. Looks like it might be up your alley.
This is something I've recently seen the trailer for and read up a bit on. It looks like a really cool game. It's nothing like any game I'm usually interested in, but as this is a VR thing, it could actually be interesting. It's an arena fighter. It's silly and pointless and repetitive and just has the same maps over and over again. But it could be fun.
Well, as I said, with Rocket League, it looks like a game where you can just go in and play for fun and giggle and perhaps have a beer and get a little bit, let's say, not very good at it. And it doesn't matter. It's that game that you just play for 10, 15, 20 minutes or an hour if it catches you one evening. And that's it. And you put it down and you go away again.
Grit doesn't like fun.
That is true.
This is true. I agree. Grit doesn't like fun.
For Grit, knowing that he can be a very serious person, it's the 33-meter robot golf that's going to get him instead. A VR game where you're a giant robot playing golf.
Plenty of young people at the club I started learning golf at. Plenty.
When you say young people, people your age? 60 doesn't count, dude.
Of course 60 counts. And when I get to be 60, it'll count even more.
And I think we've covered this topic well enough. We have some games coming up in 2016. We have some movies and other items that look interesting. We've had a good 2015, at least entertainment-wise. Bam, do you have any final words you want to add to this little episode, our New Year special?
Yes, I've got many things to say, Grit, G, whatever your name is. My name's Bam. I love you all. Hope you guys have a great 2016. Do tell us what movies and video games you guys are going to be playing and looking at, because I'm interested to know. I want to know what you guys are playing out there so I can have a look-see, because my list is rather short. Valkyrie, The Division, and Battlefield 5. I want to play more games this year, so do tell. Right. That's it for me. Much love. Sexy poke, bye.
Grit, even anything from you two?
I'll just say auf Wiedersehen, and we see you next time.
Yes, this was good. Looking forward to the future and 2016 and all sorts of things. People, fail as much as you can, because those make the most entertaining news articles.
Yes. Let's have a lot of failure that we can read about. Let's have a lot of fun in the new year. And as Bam said, leave us a comment in the section below, and we'll see what you guys want to do in the new year. This was a Bammsters podcast, rated R, and we'll probably not be back next week, but we're going to try anyway.